I'm Suze Pratt, the Holistic Stylist, coming to you from the Third Cosmic Ray in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been doing business as a hair emporium since 1985. So tonight, I invite you to tune in and unplug here at this online salon. It's a very new concept. The topic of subject for the evening is flower power and natural beauty. So, have you ever heard of adding flower essences as part of your beauty regime? If you know about Bach Flower Essences, you already know they don't smell like flowers. Flower essences are actually vibrational and subtle, homeopathic by nature. So I'm here really to share the top 5 flower essences that Dr. Bach, let's say, collected along his path of healing, and there's 38 altogether. These 5 more beautify your external appearance, and when you take them internally, it's incredible. The Bach Flower Essences bring what's called alleviation of suffering, and wise ones suggest we humans are like onions. We have many layers. So as the one layer is worked through, new challenges may arise in these peels as we go deeper into the interior, right? As we evolve, we create the inner radiance everyone perceives as beauty. It's on the inside, though, we feel better about ourselves, which is really a lot of the healing process. This way, it's a win-win situation for the multidimensional being that you really are. So, we're going to go over the 5, and you can see them in front of the screen there. First, we have the Star of Bethlehem, and the Star of Bethlehem is for burns, contusions, and injuries. Now, the internal feeling is for shock, grief, and fright. Next is Gorse, and that is for the unsuccessful or partial treatment of chronic disturbances. The internal emotional feeling behind Gorse is like you feel like you're at the end of your rope over the situation and you can't go on. I know that sounds a little dramatic, but we're thinking about the inner feelings that affect our outer appearance. Next is Elm, and that's for muscle aches, joint pains, back and shoulder aches, and tennis elbow. Now, Elm, let's grab that one, and I'll read it right from the bottle. Okay. Elm says it works with your internal strength and your optimism. When you are, it's hard to read, it's so small. When you feel like you're overworked or overwhelmed, that's a good way to put it. Now, walnut is for scars and wounds. And on the emotional level, it's great for transitions in your life cycle, say along the way. So whether you're transitioning in a job or through a phase of your life, walnut is always good. And actually, walnut is so incredible that if you have old scars, you can rub it directly on the skin and it will soften the scar. But more importantly, it will deal with the reactions that you may have experienced when you receive the scar. It's pretty cool, actually. And last but not least, and this is probably the most odd, would be aspen. And aspen is for special cases when it's a result of etheric influences. And those are things that work on the individual from the outside. Now, the most effective way to do this, and it's really very simple, is a couple drops of your Bach in elixir water, and you can see I have some right here. It's pure water, not distilled or tap, and we actually raise the vibration of our water with the crystals and the healing gemstones. So, you put the water in your container. It should be glass or natural stone like you see here. Ceramic is okay. Just remember, whatever you put this treatment in, whatever impurities are in the vessel will transfer to you, which isn't really a positive thing. So you want organic cotton pledgelets, and I'll show you how easy this is. You soak it in the water and say, right now, my shoulder is a little sore. And of course, that would be natural in my profession. So you can see, I would place it right where that affected area is. Kick back, relax, and time it out for 10 minutes. And it always does alleviate the suffering, which is what we're doing here. I always believe that first in hairdressing and working with the client, first we should do no harm. So everything that I use in my business as the Hair Emporium is non-toxic and safe and doesn't really interfere with any dogmatic principles or any Western medication. So with that, I send love and light to you and look forward to telling you a lot more about Dr. Bach's Essences. But for now, I'm going to unplug the Hair Emporium and talk to you soon. Good night.